Y'all thought I was finished. When I bought the Aston Martin, y'all thought it was rented. Flexing on these, I'm like Popeye on the spinach. Double M, yeah, that's my team. Rose, the captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type of can the men casting grind like a...
What's up, fam? Y'all already know it's your girl, Lily Lisa. We back better than ever. And I'm rocking with your girl, Nikita Love. And we got a special guest and hot feature welcoming back this week, Miss Yamaya.
Yes, my name is Sheila.
I know, right? Sheila.
That's okay. You
I know your name, but I was like, I want to say the company name first. I was like, you Miss Yamaya. I know it's Yamaya Gift, but I'm like, should I say Sheila or Yamaya? But y'all already know. We got Miss Sheila rocking with us, the company owner and CEO of Yamaya's Gifts, Miss the Herbalist. Lovely lady. We thank you for coming back. And y'all already know this No Cap MIA. We keeping it real in the county of Dade. And we rocking with the hottest podcast host in Dade County. We lit, y'all. And what we talking about today, Keita?
Okay, well, today it's not a real topic. It's a question. So, is it okay for your ex to date one of your friends?
And before we hop in that hot topic for the day, we need to go ahead and hop in Entrepreneur Entrees because that's juicy.
That's a fact.
What that is again? No, what we going to be talking about after we get out of Entrepreneur
Is
Entrees?
it okay for your ex to date one of your friends?
Oh, I know Miss Sheila married, so. But
That's right. I've been married my whole life.
I know, so she don't care about them niggas.
Absolutely.
With that being said, we're going to go
my first
ahead
and
and
my
welcome
last.
Sheila because this part of the show, we're going to bump it up to the beginning and shine on our hot entrepreneurs of down south Miami-Dade County, Miss Sheila Brewer. I said that last name right? Brewer?
Browder.
Browder. But I know it's Yamaya's Gift.
That's right,
Because
yeah.
that's popping. I saw your products today in Natural Beauty Bar.
Yes,
and I was
yes.
like, okay, babe,
Yeah,
I
look
hear.
at that.
She getting around. Like, her products is available in local stores near you. So make sure y'all go by Natural Beauty Bar and support the entrepreneurs of down south. Because she got a lot of hot business owners that launch their items in her store. With that being said, you know, tell us more about you and how you got started, you know.
Okay, well, how I got started with doing herbs and things of that nature was just my own health challenges and things of that nature, and also being able to look at other people and see, because I don't want to sound judgy, I don't want to sound any type of way. However, but I was really just feeling like it's something got to be better. Because you have people in your family that have certain health conditions, and then I
Making poor choices, eating choices like we all do sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, like we all do. But I'm gonna just tell you high blood pressure, for example. So when I got it, I was just being told just to take the medication, but I didn't like the way the medication made me feel because it gave me a dry cough, and then I just didn't like it. So, of course, family tell you just take the medicine. However, but I just kind of felt like, y'all been taking the same medicine for 25 years, so
You
it made me
finna
feel
get
like
shot.
it don't work.
Right.
Because if it worked, you shouldn't have to take it that long. So I just started making different dietary changes, and then I started learning about different herbs, and it just kind of just ballooned from there. Then I came to find out that there were other people in my family, back that also did the same thing. So then I just,
It was a hitting little gift, like the,
and it was just, I had my own situation, which just brought it out.
And
So,
you make all your stuff like homemade, like product. Are you
yes.
okay?
Yeah, I make all of my products, so they're all organic. They are all
That's the right word,
natural.
organic. Yeah, natural.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
I was like
because
homemade sound like we talking about cookies. Look.
but yeah, they are. I do make them from home. I do make them with the with the intention to actually heal people. So that is
True.
something that I do, and I am passionate about. I love getting messages from people, and they're like, "Oh my God, I just love to get those messages from people."
Like your feedback, pretty much the results
Yes.
and how they feel about your product, knowing that you did it yourself.
Because a lot of times when you're doing things, especially with a lot of my clients, they're online. So when you're doing it, you find yourself making your products and then you just ship them off. So you
Yeah.
don't really know how it's helping people until they actually respond to you. You start seeing it.
I see your followers high, so it's doing something. They
Yeah,
at you. I
and they,
see
and they,
them.
and them, yeah, and that's the thing. It's just that when you see that you actually helping people, then you people start coming
You realize
to
you're in your right field. Like that's your purpose. Like you was ordained to do it. You know what I'm saying?
How long have
Exactly.
you been doing it? Like, as far as experience wise, I know a lot of people, when they think about trying to get products that are all natural and organic, they worry about things not being FDA approved or something like that, or if there's something in it that someone might be allergic to, or like how long and like what type of research and all that stuff.
Well, no herbs or any supplement, even if you get them out of Walmart, are FDA approved.
Hey.
None of them. It says it on the bottle.
Is it organic? Is that the point of being
And then-
organic?
Because it's not medication. It's not FDA. So it's all in the wording in the package, but I do have to make sure I put that the Food and Drug Administration has not, that little disclosure. that you see on the back.
Disclosure.
That's what that means. You know what I'm saying? So I can only say that's what the herb is supposed to do, but I can't because I can't say I cured it. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I understand.
So you can't do that.
Yeah.
What about allergies and stuff like that? Like you have like all your stuff, you have a list of everything that's in it, so people know like you're
Yeah.
not gonna have hives or
Yeah, it tells you what the
That's
ingredients
cool.
are.
That's
The
great.
ingredients are on there. So
And what type of we know you have organic natural products, like what type of products though that you specialize in particularly, like, because you gave us a few and we know about that soak, the steam bath stuff.
So y'all was
But
on
tell us,
steaming.
look, what about the other things? Because I saw a few the pills, the supplements. You were saying those for weight loss. and
Yeah,
stuff?
I do have some of those, and the way that those are designed to work is they actually have a herb in there that what it does is cuts your craving. So if you have a sugar craving, it will help you cut your sugar craving. So a lot of people that do keto also use that herb as well, because what happens when your body starts, when you get it in your body, what happens when you do drink or eat anything that's sweet, it gives it a funny taste. It gives it like an off-putting flavor.
I need that.
Oh, okay,
I
yeah.
am
So
a
those the ones I saw in
sugaraholic.
that your beauty bar.
Yeah, so that's one of
Okay.
the things that's in there. So it also
And
has
how much is
Garcinia.
a monthly supply for something like that? And how often do you recommend a person taking it? Like,
Actually, a monthly supply, I believe. I don't have my whole price list in my mind, but I believe it's.
I seen like a nice bag. It looked like it was 30 of them. Like, how much is the supply that you offer at retail price in the
No,
store?
I believe it's. I think in those bottles it's 90. It's 90 capsules in it, and I believe they're like $30.
And then how often do you recommend them taking them? Because I'm definitely interested in taking my weight loss journey real soon. So I saw them in there.
Those you actually take before your meal, so you would take them like 15 and 20 minutes before you eat. Because what it also does is it has a appetite suppressant, so it keeps you from eating as much.
much.
Then it also gives you more of that that full flavor, full feeling.
I need that ASAP.
Yes.
Well, right here look like a stick. How much she need? So she need that ASAP. You gonna be around looking like a Slim Jim
Excuse me, don't
with a
be-
booty.
You guys can't tell me how I want to look, okay?
And we're
Let
not
me
telling you.
look in the
We're not
mirror.
telling you.
And tell us more about the syrup. Talk to us more about those products. And
Okay.
y'all can't see them, but when y'all go subscribe to us on YouTube and watch the full episode, you'll be able to view the products, and we'll share her link at the end of the show online. But go ahead and talk to us more about the ones you have on display up there. I'll try to catch a glimpse.
Okay, so one of the products that's up there is actually one of pretty much like the first product that I had. It's called my fibroid finisher because that's one of one of my most popular ones because most women do struggle with fibroids. So that is a tea that I have, and I've actually used that to dissolve 5 of my own fibroids. So it is a tea that, as proven, I've helped hundreds of women heal their fibroids naturally. I did not forget about the men, so I also have a his tea. So that one
I
is
was gonna
good.
ask
Okay.
And that one is good. That's good for kidney, prostate health. So it also helps with the that libido. I bought the Yoni Steam, which is one of your favorites. So that's the one that you do the vaginal detox.
Okay.
And then I also have the elderberry syrup and gummies, which right now with with everybody wants to build their immune system, that's another one of my top sellers, that and the fibroid finisher.
Oh, okay.
Then I also, because I like my edibles and whatnot, so I bought a couple cake jars with those, and that actually I'm very impressed with this batch as well. This is
But it
OG
was-
Kush. This was
It was the good one.
Yeah, she's like, let me tell you something.
We gotta try some of those brownies.
right. I was like, wow, what that one? I was great with that.
That's what's
So
up.
that's this. A little bit of that's what I bought in today.
I
That's
think
what
you got
mine
some
is.
interesting products, and I definitely got to go and get some of those pills, those weight loss supplements, and get on some of that and give you the results ASAP. Look,
I love results.
I'm trying to bring
I love those.
2021 in a smaller pen size. So look.
Hey, that's a go. And that's what, hey, I'm gonna get on there with you.
Well, that's what's up, y'all. We thank you for talking to us more about your company. We're gonna definitely support you and tell us where we can follow you at on Facebook and IG. Tell our viewers where they can find you if they want to shop today.
On Facebook and Instagram, it's Yamaya's Gift, which is YAMAYASGIFT.
And IG, you on IG too, right?
Under the same name, Yamaya's Gift.
Okay. And they can contact you there if they want to shop. You do pickup, deliveries, drop offs, or it's just online?
No, you can shop online. I have pickup as well as shipping available if you're local. And I do offer free delivery if you live within 10 miles.
All right, that's
Wow.
hot. Okay, Yamaya's.
Yamaya's Gift. That's such a beautiful name. Where did you get that name?
That is a combination of my daughter's name. So I have 2 daughters. One name is Yadira, and the other one name is Maya. Yadira passed away when she was a baby. So I just put their names together, and I kind of like a big sister looking over the little sister.
Wow,
Right there.
that's
Together,
beautiful.
Yeah, that's nice. It was like meant to go together.
Yeah,
it was ordained. Like,
That's beautiful.
that was. We thank you for talking about your company. We're gonna go ahead and hop into the topic of the day, and we glad to have you chiming in on the discussion. We'd love to hear what a vet in the relationship feel, a married woman
I
talk
told y'all
about,
I was
like how she
born
feel.
married.
Lakita, what was that topic again? Is it okay for your friends to date your ex?
Yes, that
That's
was the
kinda
question. Is it okay for your ex to date one of your friends?
I think not. I think it's in so many ways. I feel like it depends on how long ago the relationship was. Damn, can I relate to that shit a little bit?
I stopped hearing you.
Look, you're right. Let's not talk about me, right? Skip in general. But yeah, I feel like it's a time frame, and it depends on what type of relationship, how deep it was, and how you classify that friend. It all goes in different ways. Like,
So what you think?
I think not overall, because I ain't gonna lie. No,
It's a no.
it makes
for
a
me.
question.
I feel like it's gonna make a question in my mind
About
always
their
with my
loyalty.
friend. It's like once I have a friend and they date somebody, I automatically look at that guy
Like
like my
ugly.
brother.
Yeah.
Like, that's like
Oh, God, it's
the
me.
brother friend person in the life. So to turn around and date them, it's like, were you always looking at my man? Like,
that part.
It's a little
That's
bit
how I feel.
weird.
But when you put it only on the women, what about the men? We only gonna look at it from a woman's perspective. What do you think about those dudes that be like lurking
That
in the
is
back? Like,
trifling as
it is
hell.
trifling.
That is so trifling. And I feel like when niggas do it, it be on purpose. Like,
Yeah, it's
you know
trifling.
that shit finna cut. Like, you doing that shit on purpose.
You up to no good.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Okay.
What do you think about? Okay, go ahead.
I was born married now, so I don't have.
Oh, you was born.
I
Oh,
was
look,
born
look,
married.
I was about to believe that for a
So-
second. I was like, oh, you were? That's new to me.
I guess it kind of all depends on the type of ex. Like if it's just like a slider, like you for everybody.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? But if
Not really though. Too. I felt some kind of way with my
don't-
slider,
because no, I'm gonna tell you why.
especially he was a supplier too.
I'm gonna tell you,
Let her finish.
we somebody else. We all somebody else. So I feel like,
That's a fact.
listen, I know my friends ain't shit. So if I don't really deal with you, it's because you ain't. So I really feel like, oh yeah,
Oh y'all messing
Yeah.
around now?
Oh.
No, but no, like we don't own people. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Once our relationship is over and it's done, I don't owe you no loyalty. So if I'm looking at somebody, if I might meet somebody that you knew, I mean,
I feel
once
like it
we break
depends
up,
on
I
how
don't owe
close
you
are
no
to that
loyalty.
friend.
I owe you the same loyalty you owe me.
I
which is none.
think her point of view is very critical because some people think that way, and I was glad to hear. Is that the right word? Like it's critical. I think it's important because niggas be feeling that way, but I don't think like you have a nigga mentality. I think you're more settled. You married, you with the person that y'all reflecting that unity, and so you ain't think about your past. So you be like, I don't care nothing about that. That shows like your commitment to where you at in life. But somebody that's still like out here mingling and amongst the world, if I'm still soul searching for that one, and I look up and you dating the dude that I thought was the one, and just even if I know
But you
he
said
ain't.
thought as in past tense.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the closeness to the friend. If it's a distance friend, it's not somebody that sit around every day. I wouldn't. I don't think
I
I,
think all
care.
That's why I commented like versus the friend, because it's like you said, like once you're done with the dude, like that chapter's closed, like that's nothing. But your friend is still your friend for life, supposedly. So
That.
you're double dipping on somebody I was with. That's questionable. So as far as the friend thing,
And I thought about the subject before coming here, like what happens when you ever seen? I only seen it on the movies. I want to say I can't think of nobody I can relate to, but when like a spouse dies and the person ends up with the the living best friend that was acting like he was just coming around to care for him. And how do you think of that? I think
rubs
that's
me very wrong.
Do they think they consoling
weird.
the friend, being a good friend by being with the spouse? Like, you ever seen that on the movies? Like,
I mean,
for
I see
instance-
it, but I feel like, you know what? I mean, you watch and you can see how if a person's trying to be there for the other person and eventually feelings start to evolve and then one thing leads to another. But I just, I don't know.
to really hit it off.
I don't know. That's just weird. I couldn't. Because that person automatically just becomes brother, friend, forever in my mind. Forever shut.
Yeah.
Forever. It's a no. So I think it's weird.
And I think it shows a lack of respect that dude or that person has.
After a few years, you just realize that we don't pretty much, especially living down south, we don't probably all not each other down. Like, at some point in time. It's too small. So you can't hold a lease on everybody just because you used to talk to them.
That's why I say it depends on the circumstances. If that person is aware and they know, like, say I had a situation when somebody trying to get me. I'm gonna put myself in it real quick because I can only relate to my own personal experience. And then I went to looking through their timeline, and I'm like, wait a minute, you're very well acquainted with my ex. Like, and on my page, you see my whole years of relationship with that person. I thought it was awkward. For a second, I was like, well, should I move forward? Because we don't own each other. We're no longer in two different, and he never came around, so I don't remember him as a personal friend. So, but then I was skeptical because I feel like you know me as that person's ex-spouse and you're his friend. So how do you look coming at somebody from a long-term relationship, seeing, does it make that person look shicey or just, okay, you snooze, you lose. I see a good woman available over here. Let me take the opportunity to get at her. I didn't pursue that at all. I was very skeptical till it blew out the window. But for the most part, I was kind of analyzing, well, was he a bad person for trying to get at me? Because I am a nice-looking woman and I am on the market. But
I just so happen to be free.
But does it make him look slimy? Because I realized he was very well acquainted with that ex, but he wasn't that close because I didn't know him after so many years. He never came to my house. I knew all the close friends, and I would never violate like that. But with that particular person, was they shot out? Like, what do you think? I think it was kind of shot out.
It was shot out because it wasn't made known from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that person. Yeah, I think you was being a creep a little bit, and you got a lot to say.
No, I mean, it could just, I'm just, because I do know, because some people, they will, even being married. Mm-hmm. You know, you have, especially with Facebook, make people very, very comfortable with sliding in people's DMs. You know what I'm saying? So
really?
It's not. So I'm not
blind to that side.
No, because it be in you stuff, but you like, damn, babe, look. Or it be chicks.
It blow your mind. Yeah.
I be on my little timeline. Matter of fact, with my husband, he be laughing at something. I'm like, what's so funny? And he said, oh, I seen so-and-so post. I'm like, fuck, you seen her post?
I got a problem.
And he was like, oh, she requested me. I was like,
I got a problem with that.
We all chill.
You didn't request that. Talk to me, Mary.
And I'm like, y'all wasn't talking. I wasn't buddy when we all used to have. He was like, all right, babe, I'm blocking them. That's it.
I feel like if a woman don't carry themselves the right way, you should not be amongst a woman's man's personal territory and atmosphere. If you don't carry yourself ladylike, like you want to post that you horny, provocative, already putting your butt in pictures. You don't got no business being friends with not alone a married man, but a committed man in a relationship. Unless you have that bond with the both of them and they're okay with you being on there and they trust.
Like that.
But I feel like it's inappropriate.
Yeah, I don't really care like
that. I feel like it's inappropriate though. But what do you think about women loving on other pictures? Do you think if it's okay?
What happened?
Like when you in a serious relationship, like being a married man, do you ever be concerned about when other women love, like consecutively loving on like your husband's post or anybody you with?
Well, he don't really post. He don't really post on Facebook like that. I love that I have a husband that he's on Facebook, but he ain't for Facebook.
That shows the type
he
of
on it,
maturity
but
level.
he not really like. He don't be on it like that. But I'm sorry. Repeat your question though.
Okay, with the whole social media thing.
Oh, loving on stuff like that.
Like, do you think it's inappropriate or it's just genuine when a woman loves on a man? Do you think they're trying to gravitate their attention if they're constantly loving?
I feel like it depends on what they're loving on. Like if it's a picture of his face and you're putting a hugs and kisses in a heart, it's like, why are you doing that?
I didn't even know that was hugs and kisses. I thought that meant like care. Like
I thought it was hugs and kisses.
What, the heart?
The one with the face with the little hearts all over it. I thought that was hugs and kisses.
Yeah, I was like giddy. You feeling all bubbly.
Yeah.
Lovey
it's like
shit.
yeah, I thought it was like being extra love. Extra.
Okay.
But if it's his face and he's married or whatever, why are you doing that to just his face? Like, why?
Yeah, like it will cause alert.
But if it's like a meme or it's something funny or relatable, then you can be like, I love that. I love
He
that.
loved that. He said something serious.
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
it's different.
See, online, I could really, because that's just, it's an app. You know what I'm saying? That I don't really get caught up in what happened. No, because most people, well, me, most of my love and all that stuff come on, I'm on the toilet. You know what I'm saying? I'm like on downtime. So, yeah, I don't love you like that. It's just, I'm
just showing.
I'm scrolling. You know what I'm
I don't love you like that. It was just a moment.
But my thing is, it's not online. It's the real life. You know what I'm saying? It's how you really carry yourself in real life. Now my husband, he's very open. You know what I'm saying? He's an open guy. He stay in somebody's face. But you know what I'm saying? But it's not, I don't think he
You know your spouse. How long you been married?
15 years, but our oldest is about to be 22.
So y'all been married but been together for how many years?
18 years.
That's
we've
a
been
beautiful
together.
thing. I'm taking notes. That's why I'm asking questions like, how do you make it survive?
But
that
he's
long?
a good dude. So that's just what I'm. That's what I'm saying. He's a good dude. So when I say that to say, because when people say, well, how you deal with somebody loving on your husband, where you have to realize when you're married to a genuinely good person, you have to realize people are going to love him. Other people are going to love him.
They're going to be attracted to
Yeah,
what you love.
He's great with kids. He's he a good dude. He cut hair. You know what I'm saying? He's a good dude. So I'm used to men as well as women are very, you know what I'm saying? But that's how he is. He's a good dude. And that's why it kind of, I take it where I trust him. You know what I'm saying? We don't have those type of issues. So he's able to be a good person. He's able to, what's up, babe? Oh, he sells all my Yoni steams and my Horny Honey. We went to an event out of town. And I was talking to a cousin, like this chick, she kept circling the table. I know what they do.
Look.
She's circling the table. I know what they do. So my cousin on this side, so me and my cousin talking. So we talking, and then she like, cuz, you see that? And I'm like, oh yeah, she about to eat them up. I said, but he about to buy everything. She gonna buy everything on that side of the table. So what we gonna do is talk this way, so she can feel like she got his 100% attention. Because I need her to have it.
Go ahead and sell these products, babe. Look,
and her bed was just like this. Matter of fact, her bed just like this.
That's the type of
like this. I had little bags. I had to get her one of my Dollar Tree bags.
That's the type of bond I need. Get money with me. You feel me? Ain't no hard feelings. That's real though. You got to be able to be comfortable with being you when you get with somebody and not feel like you got to control them. Because you got, back to the topic, we don't have to really stay on the topic, but you got those friends that's lurking around that be wanting what you got. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about them dating your ex, I'd be like, you said, was you wanting him the whole time you saw him doing me right? And you make you question.
Back in the mic.
It makes you question who you bring around. You know what I'm saying? Because some people can't be happy for the blessing that you have. They come around and envy it. And now where you got those certain type of women that will long after what you got and don't even know why they want it because it's for you, but they just ain't found what's right for them.
You would never have the experience that I have with him because you're not me.
That part.
And I'm not saying that you ain't woman enough him, man. It ain't even that. It's just because the energy that what we bring together is only going to be brought together by us too. So you can't have it. You can have him, but you're not going to have it.
What God got for you is for you. That's beautiful.
Here's another question. Okay. So, what about passing around the same guy? You know how niggas share girls all the time. It's the double standard. Can females pass around the same dude? Like, bitch, this nigga got something good. Yeah. I want you to experience this.
Bitch, is that you want is it somebody we want to pass around?
Oh, now it's okay.
Is we spraying niggas today?
No, what's funny is I actually had a guy be like, this head vibe, man. I should sell this head. I was like, if you let me give me a cut.
We ain't buying it, but we'll let it dry the car and stay the night and cooking some dinner. We ain't paying for it. Look, that's. But do you think it's okay?
What's the difference?
Oh my God, it's me today, y'all.
What is the difference? Why is it such a double standard? Like for us, it's like, no, it's not okay. But then for a dude, it's like, we pass on that same bitch, whatever she want to be like that, she can go ahead and be to the next homie. What's up?
So should we pass that nigga around? I feel like maybe back in high school a little bit, you didn't care. If you don't like that person.
So
I don't know.
We can only do that in high school?
Right.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out.
So, wait, hold on. So,
Sharing is caring. It could be.
Oh, my phone with that.
Snoop said it wasn't no fun if his homies couldn't have none. Snoop said that. That's what Snoop said.
It depends.
Why y'all looking like that? Is it really
They
a
trying
double
to figure out who that nigga is.
It's
It's the one that we all Facebook friends with.
Own up, huh?
Right.
Just know we all Facebook.
Oh my god. Terrible.
Should you? I don't know. I just be like,
You ended the
if I be looking at that nigga mouth clean. Some niggas should know that you don't even want to open your legs up to their ass. Like, he can't even blow in the booty or nothing. Excuse my language.
No.
Like, none of that, because he just don't look like something.
Wait, okay, so that's what's going on in these single streets, that people just walking up blowing in booties.
No, but
'Cause
that's
I know there's a lot of fixations with
look,
booties
they
these
offering it that shit in your inbox, and you be like, is you around here offering that shit up to everybody, or is it just me?
days. So they'll just say, "Can I eat your booty?"
They be like,
That's what they do.
no, they say some freaky shit, and I
Right.
was like, I don't even want to repeat. They might think I was into it. I had to receive some crazy shit, and I was like, okay, I can't be playing like that. I was in the bathroom just singing the blues, and I was like, I'm not posting like that no more because I wasn't showing nothing. I'm like, imagine these girls that's putting their booty and their thumbs in the picture. Like, I don't want that type of attention. Like, I'm sorry. It's
feel
kind of
like
a
it's a
turn off.
blessing and a curse.
I think it's a turn off when a dude. Isn't it a turn off when a dude offer a head too quick? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you just y'all got quiet.
I'm trying to
Because
think.
I have a because
just
I'm
me.
I
like,
think
why are
it's
we
a turn off
I could.
because it's like, I mean, you eating every girl coochie you meet.
I just feel like
Yeah, that's what he doing.
no. I just kind of feel like, why did you offer
Look at
it
Keita.
head?
Why are you leading with that? That was my
Yeah,
thing.
why-
Why
Yeah,
are you
that's.
leading
Oh,
with
I'm trying to
that?
figure out. Do you want it or what? You
No.
confused? I was like, are you okay with that? Yeah. Why are you leaving?
Why are
Is
you
that
leading
all
with
you? I think that's a turn off when they think that that's gonna make you want them. That's nasty. That means you putting your mouth anywhere. Like, nigga, I don't want to sit.
I feel like niggas just try to, anybody pretty much, you just try to play to your strengths, and a nigga know I ain't got nothing else to offer but some
Offer.
good ass head, bitch.
It's
Let me
probably
lead
not
with
even
that.
That's
that good. If you have
questionable.
to lead with
When
it,
they
it's
offer
probably
with
not.
that, that's something they lacking in
It
other
sounds-
areas.
Like
When they
his-
offering
probably
that, they
his
lacking
head
in other
too.
areas. That's all he
It's
working
probably
with.
is a biter.
Right.
He probably is a mini man. Which step upon.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Mini
I got this
man.
little girl here with me.
But that's usually why them niggas end up the ex, because they be lacking with some area, and then the bitch that's weak end up picking them up. So
Oh my God.
that's usually.
I should have read the topic before I bought it.
We didn't mean to go that way. We gonna reroute it back to why don't let your friend date you. But if he was whack, he was ugly. I feel like I don't care how much you don't like a person, when you see him with the next person,
That's a lot for me.
you
Good.
think so? Yeah.
But
Good
see,
reading.
then that's a you issue. That ain't a him issue. 'Cause you
You,
don't even want him no more.
yeah, it depends on you. No, you
That's
ever
why I
never seen an
don't-
ugly
Well, now,
dude.
if that's-
Okay,
that's
look,
wrong.
you never seen an ugly dude that you didn't give a chance, and he look up with somebody else giving him a beautiful life. Like, damn, I should have fucked with his ugly ass. He got all
Never
that
been
fucking.
salty about it. Never.
Not salty, but you
Never.
crossed your mind. Damn, he buying that bitch all that shit. That could have been me.
Don't care.
It could have been, but you was too worried about you was tripping off his missing side too.
Right? No, Keita, for real. That was the issue.
Now you tripping.
And the chin, the bumps when he shaved.
And all you could have did, it was went on ahead and say, "Babe, lay back in my lap," and you could have gave him a nice little.
It
face,
had all
put a
that
little
whining. Now I'm out here grinding independent shit.
Mm-hmm.
Keita try to act like independent all day. We get lonely sometimes.
Now you a strong black woman,
Look,
right?
right.
Your own trash out.
Go
Now
get
look.
some of these products and go sit on me a hot boil of water and just deal with it.
Kiss some Yodi tea and read a book.
And be celibate.
Right.
Him and Justin talking about, you need to redefine celibate. Celibate is not when you want to. It's being stern
It's not.
through when a nigga wants you. And that's what I think we have to remember as ladies, because, I mean, I'm going to talk about me, but that's real. They was messing with me, talking about, is you really like, yes, don't be judging me, what the fuck? But they was asking, do I know the meaning? Because it's not only when somebody is desiring after you. You got to be celibate when a man's sitting right there offering you all that good stuff and knowing like, okay, Lord, I'm honoring you first. I'm going to hold down. I'm doing that right now this season.
Oh, you being celibate.
Yeah. They was trying to tell me to define it so when I get in those vulnerable situations, I
But
say
it's not
strong.
about when a man wants. It's not when a man wants you. This when you want
Them
somebody.
too.
Yeah, like when you want them.
Yeah, so you have
Cause we
to,
got to stop too as women. Stop giving that, boy bye coochie. You know what I'm saying? Like getting them away from they're like, boy, here gone.
And trying to
then you
think
just
like
go
a
this way and
nigga,
leave you alone.
because-
Don't stop doing it.
that's why I think a lot of women, we try to act like a man, thinking we can handle relationship like the way men do, and we really not equipped to, because we'll play ourselves out if we keep
Every
our
time.
mind like saying, oh, we can pass around, we can do this, do that. We ain't built to do that. What's the saying say? I can't think of it. I want to say
Men
it.
ain't built to do that either.
They can't handle the stuff they dish out. But we get bashed when we handle them like them. When we talk about them and spread them around, they get a pass when they tell they've been with that person. We get taught, you shot out, put a nigga on blast. But anyways, you got some more questions, Keita? Well, we get caught up.
I ain't got no questions,
No more
Lisa.
questions. But look. So Keita, back to are you feel like okay with if a person you don't really care about and you brag about him to a friend girl and she say she want to get at him, you wouldn't look at her like?
I am gonna side eye. That's why I keep saying.
That's why I was trying to
keep
figure out,
bringing it back
how
to the
did you
friend.
feel when you brought it up?
It's about the friend, because once I'm done with the guy, like that is done.
You should
I
be
don't
done
care.
with him too.
Don't care about him, but the friendship is gonna last. So now it's like, well, first of all, did you ask me permission? Because then that says something. If you feel like you gotta ask, I feel like there's something wrong. If I gotta ask, then you might as well not even ask. Because you
wouldn't either.
feel like something's wrong, then it's probably something wrong with it. 9 out of 10 times I probably wouldn't care, but the fact
I
that
would
it's a
care.
question,
It's
like,
okay to
Now,
care.
of course,
Question.
I wouldn't think, okay, now if it's somebody
okay
that you
to
was
care.
just head over heels in love with and you still kind of, messed up behind him and then your homegirl like, well, you mind if I talk to him? No, I don't think that's right. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you have to have a certain type of class about anything that you do. And I think everything,
That part.
it's all in how you do stuff. Because I feel like as a friend, if you're truly done with dude and you don't have no ill will and you think that, hey, by all means, friend, if you think that's going to make you happy,
But do you
Go
think it's
for it.
more respectable for them to ask? I think I got
think it's
asked by
considerate.
a dude that to sleep with a friend girl that was very she showed herself to be promiscuous, available, very provocative, and we weren't seeing each other that way. And in ways it was respectable, but in ways I still felt violated. Like you didn't have enough respect for me that you want to sleep with the chick that I'm hanging with. So when you say if they ask, I don't think it works that way.
I
It
don't know
really,
why, but I feel
I
like
would
there's
think that's shot
so
out.
many people.
But
in
he
the
was a
world.
booty call
It's
type
not
dude.
that many.
Yeah, there is.
You seen there's so
There's
many people in the world?
We do not have to cross paths and date the same people. I
That
feel
part,
like there's no way.
I think everybody should apply that stuff. But you got some chicks that be lurking. They'll request your ex just to hope that they see them. And you know what I'm saying? I
But
had a
that's-
friend
that's
that asked
not
me,
just
do you
dating
want to
the ex,
set
that's
him
being
up and see
shady.
if he'll reply to me? I thought that was so elementary. And this happened like a few months ago when I was hanging with some ratchet chicks. And she was like, oh, that's your ex. He probably want me to send him a request and see if he bite back. And I was like, bitch, no, bitch, I still love that nigga hoe, because if he bite back, bitch, I'm gonna have some pressure on my
I'll be
chest.
mad.
And I don't mean to get out of talking cussing this, but it was real. And
not
women
supposed to
do
cuss?
chill that. No, we can cuss. It's no cap. But I be like, try to keep a little filter on it. But you do have some women out there that think like these niggas and stuff and that want to move like that. And why would you? And niggas will probably tell their homeboy. I feel like a dude that don't care about you, a nigga that care about you would not want you to cross or tempt you like that, because temptation is a mud. And you don't put nobody in a position to see if they'll, fall for that. But
I
she
just don't
wanted
play
to
no
do
kinda
that.
game. That's just-
She
that's
wanted.
just a
I didn't let
game.
her play, but I don't know.
that's a
I
game.
think she does that because I see her friends with an ex of mine now, and she doesn't know none of these people from these people we went to school with from way another part of town. And so it lets you know women do that. And I was disappointed because I be thinking like it's just a conversation. These bitches out there that prey on what you had. That's why I think as a lady you shouldn't brag about your man's sexual encounters. That's childish. When you kick it with a dude, I don't sit around my homegirl and tell her how good it was. Unless I just
do.
met that dude, I'd be like, but not just random chick, somebody you could trust.
Oh yeah, my best friend. Like,
Yeah,
just
not
random people, no.
homegirls.
No.
And I tell that nigga shout out at why and why he did that. But if it was good, you not have to talk about it, because the slimy chick gonna want to go get the goods too.
Okay.
And if the nigga a dog, he gonna try to give it to whoever making themselves available.
And that's why I said it goes back to just the relationship and the trust factor. You know what I'm saying? Because if he ain't shit, he ain't shit.
That
It don't really
Can't
matter
make
if it's
him
your
be
friend.
shit.
Like, if anything, it might be like, well, at least it was my friend, cause.
And that's what these chicks be forgetting to
Like,
give us the memos when they be talking about they took a chick man. You forgot when you took him, he couldn't be kept.
No, you
That he
you
was.
you got a headache off my hand is what you did.
Whenever you brag about taking a man, you gotta think twice. Is he being kept in your arms? He's easily to be took from anybody. So that's something we should think about. What time it is? Because we might have to go to a commercial break.
It is 7:10. But I was trying to go to my Facebook because it reminded me of a post that I had reposted, and it was like, your ex texted you that I'm dating someone better than you. Reply with 3 words.
Oh, I saw that. So that's funny.
That was funny. So your ex texts you, it says, I'm dating somebody better than you, in 3 words. Like, what would you say? And then I was like, oh, you met God?
Oh yeah, I didn't see
Ain't
that.
no upgrade from
Look,
your
straight up. How would I reply to that? But you ain't better than mine. So I don't know what. Like, how would you reply to that? I wouldn't even reply.
There would
I
be
feel
no
like he
reply. It'd
miserable.
be like,
yeah, I'm like, you're miserable. You still thinking about me?
Who is this? Who is this?
You still
Who is this?
I think that's all. If a nigga texts you that, you know you're miserable. My reply would be, you are miserable. Because if you was happy, you would not be able to even think about me right now.
That's a fact.
I ride around my corner, beat up my block.
No.
Stop me on the gram in the book.
Well, before we run out of time, because we are.
Look, go ahead, right? We gotta run out of time before I get with the bullshits, right?
Yes, we're gonna play the low self-esteem cards.
Oh,
Like, these are cards? This is a game? This is a game?
This is inside joke. The insecurity cards.
Yes.
The women with insecurity cards. I think you're going to pass this because you seem pretty secure and confident in your relationship. So we're going to go to our insecure cards.
They're not secure cards. They're actually these cards, these dating cards that I got offline.
You had to read
This guy, yes. This guy, Diedrich, that's his last name, but I like following him. He has a lot of great. He's married.
Man.
Really?
He's married too.
That's him then.
Could be his cards now. They the
Oh,
bomb.
okay.
He talking shit. But okay, so the cards are about relationships. It's like supposed to be like an opener, like an
icebreaker.
Yeah, for you to sit across from somebody that you're dating, you just play a slow game. So I like it. So I'm gonna ask the questions. There's probably
I'm ready,
one
I'm
that
ready.
I would ask a little and tell you guys the answers to, but I'm just read off the cards. Okay, so the first one says, you show Bay your outfit before you leave the house, and he says, pick a new outfit or pick a new Bay. What are you gonna do?
I'm picking a new outfit and put it in the car till I get outside. And put the one I took off in the car till I get with the homegirls. I'm just playing.
You married, so what you gonna do?
Oh, look, that's a good question.
And
for
we
her.
did that. I used to have this shirt. He used to call it my titty top. A couple kids ago.
A couple.
Yeah, so like in this shirt, it literally like the whole inside was open, and it would just hold my
Show the
titties like this, and it came here, and it was. I be in Walmart. I had everything anytime. Like
Yeah.
they don't even know
Gotta
whatever.
be cute going grocery
And
shopping.
he ain't
Look.
like that shirt, but I still wore it.
He ain't get rid of the shirt. He ain't cut it up.
What he did was he ended up putting the drawer like the shirt like in the back of the drawer. And
Like,
his
he
drawer.
hid it from.
Right? Yeah, he hid the shirt.
That's cute.
But I didn't know the shirt. It was just gone, and I didn't know he hid the shirt. But what happened? We had a fish tank.
Did you
on our
forget about it?
dresser, and the fish tank started leaking, so it ended up ruining the whole dresser. So we had to, pull all the drawers out, and the shit was bad, and it was all mildewy and stuff, and stuck to the
look.
back. And I was like, "Oh, that's what happened to my shirt."
Baby you had to put a new shirt up under that Christmas tree
I
next
was so
Christmas.
mad.
Look, that's cute. At least he ain't make a big fuss about it.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he did. That was when I was younger.
Oh, okay.
And
he
now
hid it lightly.
I wasn't married then, so I wasn't that submissive.
Look,
No, I was married. Yeah, I was. I was in the early years. I
got our
was.
sexy days.
I still got my sexy days.
Cause she looking really lovely today. Look. I think I changed my outfit unless I'm mad at him and we beefing. I'm keeping them shorts on. And you gonna have to. I had one of those moments. I went to a party. That
so
party
petty.
we ain't seen each other in a long time. And then we had bumped into at that homegirl party, and I had on that sure sexy. I had left. I was beefing, and I had that baby. Now, if you beefing, please pursue with the outfit out the door, because he's gonna put that nigga on his toes so you come back in.
Yeah, can go.
Hey, that's the trick. The ignore bed, go out the door if y'all beefing. Now, if y'all on good terms, keep it cute, classy, and go in there throw a Kim K a Kim cape over your outfit.
I hate you.
What Kim man? She be tuned in to throw a Kim cape on.
I mean, I have to ask him what was wrong with the outfit though. I would. I'm like, what's
See how
wrong
you
with
feel,
my
because what made me mad is when a nigga get mad when you put
I
your
ain't gonna
shorts
say it like
and then
that.
they look at the other chicks with their shorts on, like, shit, I want the same attention they just got. I'm gonna wear my shit.
And that be the problem right there.
Right.
That's the problem.
You think?
thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
I put that a note down for relationship issues.
yeah.
101.
That's it right there.
No problem. Number
You
one.
never say you wearing something for anybody else's attention.
Yeah. No, for his. Because if they got it, then it should be okay for me to wear to keep yours.
No, that's the thing. Men, they visual. They
But then when you hear them talk to their homeboys, they be like, man, that hoe look like a foot dragon. Them hoes be
they
thinking
don't
they
be
look
wanting.
cute.
No, I don't know. Some men, I don't think they be wanting old super fine, old lady. My husband got one, so he's secure.
Right.
Yeah.
But if other people, I don't think that
They into
really,
that. This media
No,
makes you think.
They good with looking at it. They don't want that at the house.
Because
That's what I'm saying.
Some men could be intimidating, and some men that's just not their level of. That's not they, what they. That's not.
I heard them chicks.
That's
I
not
can
all
feel
they
it,
be focused on is body. They want the whole package. So that part.
Yeah, see,
But
see,
you got them
regular
big
chick-
girls when they ass out too now. So it's some girls that's plus size. They wearing it out too, and I be like, sis. But
What? Sis, what? Talk.
But I'm saying it ain't about the body. It ain't about the body being perfect because they got big girls that be walking with their ass out. So.
No, it's all. You know what I'm saying? It just. It's,
I feel like
it's
no
your
matter the
preference.
size, it's just a respect level.
That part.
Just
Respect it. You got some men that like they women, like they ever seen like those Hispanic couples, they like they women wearing they camel toe hanging out. I can't stand that shit there. Man, I don't like a woman that just wants her coochie print to show. I think that is so sleazy. Like if certain outfits to give a little sexy, but if you taking pictures and you know your shit look like it's like
you know
wop
they sell
hanging.
that coochie pouch. Like
Yeah, I was like, they're selling that because women want to like they got a fat cat so bad they willing
So
to
bad.
sell
That is so
panties to look
weird.
like a fat cat. That is unreal.
Right.
That is just
Big old.
I can't right. I don't like that. That's like I'd rather see a thong show than to walk up and all I see. I'm trying to talk to you and your pants too tight. Like, honey, if you're not worried about a yeast infection, none of that. Like,
Listen,
oh my god.
I'm the one. I be like, girl.
look. Do you see that shit? Would you pull your shirt down a little bit? Throw a shawl over or something.
But,
Next question, Keto.
The print. Okay. Next question. A couple has been together 5 years and the guy hasn't proposed. What's likely the issue?
He's not ready. And damn, why you had to say that? You threw that for me.
Me too. Shit. The hell? She's married.
I know.
So it's a great
I
question.
know, but I was like
Is
together
there-
for.
Yeah,
guys were
3 of my
together for
kids was at the
so-
wedding, so we not even gonna
That's
do
what-
that.
What? When did you get married? Like how? Like when? Cause I like. Well, yeah. How long were you together before you got married? If you don't mind me asking.
I guess technically we were together for we got like 2002, then we got married in 2005. So I guess.
Oh, so
3
he
years.
knew what he wanted when he.
We
Yeah.
had 3 children when we got married. It was
But-
just kind of like, come on, bro. Well, no,
But
we
you know,
actually it wasn't even like that. It was just one day he just asked me, like, hey, he proposed. It was real cute,
That's beautiful.
and I wasn't expecting it.
Oh.
Were you wanting it the whole time? Like,
Did you ever bring it
expecting
up?
or wanting it? Like, or talking about it? Like,
We hadn't really talked about it either.
You didn't throw no hints like I want me a ring.
wow.
Because like I said, we had 3 kids. We had 3 children. We had we had kind of
You
already.
was due.
Yeah, we was just already like living life. So
Life.
it was just I hadn't really.
But
thought
you got
about
some
being
men that's out here
married.
been in relationships for 15, 20 years and they don't marry those women. It kind of unfortunate, like when you look at it.
Is if that's what worked for you. You know what I'm
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
It just,
They have their reasons why. I think it's very silly minded, but it's still unfortunate and it's a blessing to have a man and know that they willing to. They share the same values and goals as you, because you got some people don't want to be married and they know that they rocking with that chick and that's not their plans. They don't want to do that. So it's good when you find out. I want to be married, so nigga come in my life. Don't waste my time, because I'm looking for him solely. That one person. I'm not looking to share. A lot of people looking to share niggas. Niggas don't want to get married because they want to live their life.
I think that's the thing with men. That's even when they got married. Because my husband told me that when he got married, that he had gotten cold feet. Because watching movies, they like because men literally think about damn, I ain't get the fuck. Or yeah, I didn't get a chance to do this. So just, it just happens. You know what I'm saying? So when he told me, I'm like, for real? He was like, yeah. He said, oh man, I believe it's just natural. He said, but it wasn't.
That,
you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I was like, for real? You supposed to be ready.
look, I think
Then I went all into, I had 3 kids.
that. Like you said, I think it's all about being ready. When a man know they ready, you don't have to ask them, back them, mention it, nothing. That gonna make that initiative to show you that you the woman, and like everybody you gonna go through growing sprees and ups and downs in marriages, and that's the whole part of committing and saying you want to do that long run with that person for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's beautiful when a man make that initiative to show you that they equally value you, because women always long for it. And back to the question, you say if a man didn't ask you in
You guys have been
5
together
years,
5 years and he hasn't asked you to be married, if he hasn't proposed yet. I want to sound so cute and be like, oh, we should just let nature take its course. But I'd be fucking lying. Like, bitch, if you've been together that fucking long, you haven't proposed.
Especially if you
I'm
want
sorry.
to be
Yeah, that's speaking from a woman who
know
was
what I
together
want.
with a
Yeah,
man
if
for
you want to
6
be
and a half
married, then of
years.
course.
We don't want
And
the same
I
thing,
waited.
bye.
I waited for the, I'm not going to go there for a lot of things. I'm not going to go there. But there was a lot of things that you put on hold and you push aside because trying to relate to that person, they don't want the same things you want. And you think you could persuade them and switch their mind.
That's a problem.
And that's a problem. If a man shows you after 5 years that they're not trying to make the initiative, at least getting engaged, I even like, bitch, give me a promise ring. We could do it like the kitty style because it's showing just a imitation of what we're trying to practice. Even though that's lame, it's initiative. Give a promise, our engagement ring. If a man don't want to do that, because engagement is not so like tying a knot, it's preparing to see if you want to. So if a man's not willing to get engaged with you, it shows a lot about if he's valuing that and that's what you want.
I don't even think it's necessarily about the ring, the marriage thing. That I feel like more it's like the commitment level. Like if you're not doing small things towards a commitment, like, oh, we're about to sign a lease together, or we're talking about building a business together, or we're talking about bringing our finances together or something. Like if you're not making small movements towards us, like financially or any type of way,
if you
coming
don't want to
together,
pay your car insurance and your phone bill on time, you'll never pay your life insurance on time and rent and things like that. So that's things of value. If a man is not responsible with certain little tendencies in his life, he's not going to be ready to hold a big responsibility of taking on your family.
That's not true. I don't think
in
that's
some
true.
ways,
And I think that
they just probably don't want you. That might not be true.
no, it's
Or it
just
takes
you have
something.
to. Me and my husband are not the same people today that we were when we got married.
You
You know what I'm saying? And that was one of the things from the beginning. Before we talked about marriage, because we didn't talk about marriage, but we had talked about divorce. You know what I'm saying? So it's a commitment to the commitment. So to say, oh, if he ain't paying stuff on time, then he ain't gonna pay his stuff. That's not true.
I'm being petty.
You grow. You know what I'm saying? When you get your own household, and that's saying when I was a man, when I was a child, I talked like a child. I don't,
Yeah.
When you had to put good. You grow up. You know what I'm saying? You stop, put away all those childish things. So it could be. It's a process, and it's always learning, and that's what I find a lot too when I do talk to single people, and I honestly think, oh, that's why y'all single.
Yeah.
No lie, because I feel like
You want to control
y'all
too much of the aspect?
that, but then you want to control the wrong stuff. And I'm just saying about
That's
by
real.
females.
I hear you. You got
Only
experience.
because I feel like when I listen to single women talk, and I'm like, why are you doing so much for a boyfriend?
that.
Why
That's
are
where we go
talking about
wrong.
mixing finances? Why are we talking about signing leases? Before me and my husband was married, we weren't signing leases. He was staying with me. You know,
And
what I'm
that's
saying?
what
Like,
we
ain't doing
lose.
nothing together.
That's real. I'm glad you made that point because we lose the beauty in dating and getting to know each other and just wanting to rush to that next level.
Yeah, you just like, so it's like you upset that your boyfriend is operating like a husband, but he has no reason to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And that's my only issue
And
when I
I-
come to that, because it's just like you have to we have to set the standard
Truly.
for what we will and will not, and that's the only way a dude is gonna act right. My husband wasn't the best help as far as finance because he's a barber and then he always worked. He always kept several jobs. So when you cut hair, you get paid every day. You spend money every day.
You that part.
You know what I'm saying?
It come
But
quick and leave quick.
yeah, so it was like, it wasn't until it was just like, okay, you get tired. I'm like, so now we're to the point, I'm like, it's not necessary for you to have 3 jobs and cut hair if you budget properly. You know what I'm saying? And that was something that we had to learn. Me, I ain't even the most tidy person. I'm not even gonna be. But my husband, he the type of dude that he clean. He boil his mop water. You know what I'm saying? So it's what I'm saying. It's a give and take. When some people be like, "Oh, well, Sheila, you got to keep the house clean." Bitch, I straighten up.
Look, that's beautiful. That's how my sister husband. She say her husband come in the house and do the dishes. I say, what? It's Zay Day to do dishes because when I was with what's name, that did not happen. But that's the beauty when you know a person is in it for the long. They're gonna be. And I know a few other beautiful marriages.
Me and the kids, we be like, y'all daddy up there cleaning. Y'all better stay out the way. You know how you get. Like, just stay out the man
and my
way.
cousin, her ass went to Las Vegas and let the kids went out of town. I was like, bitch, you went out. You left in the husband with the kid. Okay. They do that. I was like, okay, we gotta get that. It's growth. It's all like it comes along. It doesn't wake up and it's perfect. You gotta get to those levels.
And everybody bottom line is different. You know what I'm saying? Even I was talking to me and my cousin, we was like, when she be around us and she'll say stuff like, she was like, your husband say stuff sometimes. She was like, it had me like, she said, but you be laughing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, what might bother one
don't bother
may not bother the other.
And something key you said, like, that it was good to take for myself as a single woman, but need to be reflected more on men because they'll put a woman, but we have to be strong. It's about finding that inner strength because what you said is key for us to do. I think we try to do that, and then what men do put us in positions and try to move in on certain levels, and we allow them and act like they want to stay with you. You look up, you just invited them to come over. Okay, you might have some good sex. They woke up that night. You look up, they leaving, they shoot, they leaving stuff. They move in, and you didn't invite them in. But because women, we get so gullible and comfortable with just having a dude or having that good thing around. You look up, you living like a married couple. You know, move that man in, and he withers his ways in, whether intentionally or unintentionally. By nature, you get comfortable.
No, he
and
didn't
you forgot
his way in.
You
he had no bed. If I'm single and I got kids and I got my own place.
Oh, that's how I am now.
You're not knocking me down at my house. You taking me somewhere.
That's how I am now. I go out because I'm single, and I went from 5-year relationship with my kid's father, and then a year break, and then a 6.5 relationship, almost 7 years with another man. So my kids only know those two men. So at this point of being single, I can't let them. They seen one dude I was dating come by, pick me up, but they don't see no men come in my room, in my house, none of that. I can't allow that because it does something to the mind. How you gonna teach them about abstinence? I got 2 daughters, they 9 and 11. And so I feel like how you gonna tell your daughters about abstinence, sustaining themselves, and not being vulnerable to get their body up, and they watch you do certain things. So I'm very mindful that as a single woman now to the season of being alone and not being gullible and letting men come.
I feel like it doesn't even matter about the having kids. It's just your personal space. Like I'm not letting dudes come to my house or none of that. Know where I live, none of that stuff.
Soul
because
ties.
They really start to get too comfortable. And like you said, like I grew up around marriage my whole life, so it's like as soon as I get in a relationship, I start acting like I'm a wife already, which is ridiculous.
Me too.
You know, but once you start giving that to a guy, they start to expect it. And then is it really their fault now? No. It's not their fault anymore.
That's why I say it's the season to chase dreams when you single, because you want love and it might not be that time. Focus on, that's what I'm telling myself, focus on your career. When you commit yourself to another person, you have to share that values in that time with them. They may not want you to go be at the studio tonight or hang with your homegirls. When you sing, you can do whatever you want, make whatever moves you want. When you're with a spouse, you got to be mindful. Okay, I'm going to call it night. I'm not going to stay up late, work hard on this. I'm going to get in bed with you.
Totally the season I'm in.
And I'm like, fuck that. I'm going hard. Like, sometimes you want somebody, but it's like, it's time to get what I know I want for myself. And when I get there, that person either going to be along the journey or meet me at the glory point. You feel me? So that's talking from a single lady point of view. You got a husband that can hustle with you and build dreams, and that's a beautiful thing. We're trying to get there, Yamaya.
I keep calling you Yamaya. Like I said, it's a process. It's a process. My husband wasn't feeling the urge.
You say you want to ask another question?
One question before we leave.
Wrapping it up. We got to get ready to wrap it up. We over here making you do a therapy session with us. We over here taking
Okay, this one's a funny one, sort of. Okay. You bring Bae to a family cookout.
I feel like I heard this. I'm laughing.
Your cousin sees food on Bae's mouth and walks over and just gently wipes it off. What do you do?
You gotta answer that. Did it happen? You had to go to the live. Look.
I had to end my watch party. My cousin did that shit.
You're lying.
Yeah, like she had a thing for my husband.
Who does?
Yeah, she did. So we was at a.
It be like that.
Are you serious? And I thought it was funny because it's like, who would do that? But people do
No,
that.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I had 2 of them. So one time, and it was, and it's
She had
so
to go.
funny,
It
like,
get
'cause
deep.
it's a
She had to
picture.
cut a lot.
Girl, tell the tea.
Because
I'm
what
gonna try to
happened
go.
was,
Wrap it up with the juice.
and it's funny we got a picture of it too because it's a and it was my grandma's funeral, the repast. So it's like no matter what, if like no matter what he could be sitting down, he could say, "Oh,
A good
his cup
man
could be empty."
uncomfortable when it-
Yeah, it made him uncomfortable. So she'd be like, "Oh, let me go get him something to drink. Let me go do this. Let me go do that."
I want him to see.
He
walk
was on
by
a
on-
rock climbing wall one time, and he was coming down, and like you know how the people come up and help you do anything. This bitch ran up there, like, and she's smaller than you.
You
And my
did.
husband's a big dude. I'm like, how you ain't gonna want help? I was like, he was like, man, get your cousin. He's like, your cousin like me. You know, she always do that. You know what I'm saying?
And you see it.
Yeah, and I seen it.
Women,
So-
you will see that as a woman, but I respect the man that acknowledge it because a dog man act like he don't see it and act like you tripping. What you talking about?
Nah,
Other men that be-
He's
Yeah.
seen it. Yeah. So and then it was just at one point at the funeral we were taking a family picture and we were doing like with everybody, you know, we get everybody, you know how you call people to get in the picture. And I mean, she called my husband like 4 times, but he was like already there. But then my son peeped it. My son was like, God. So like at the time, like
Them
the
the type
picture,
of women you don't walk out and go to the store for nothing and
I
least
still will because I know he won't touch
that
me.
part. I love it.
I have
That.
no problem. And there's nothing wrong with her. She even got it. She has a great job. And she about her own house.
But
I
you
mean,
know
she's
what
great.
you got. I
So,
feel
yeah.
that energy. That.
So it was just it was uncomfortable. It was more so uncomfortable for him, but it was just kind of like I was like, cousin.
You addressed her good.
Yeah, I'm like, cousin. I'll feed my man. He's fine.
Yeah.
I got him. He's over here. You're looking too hard for him. Like it was just like little stuff. So yeah, they do that. They do that.
That's
I
real
had-
coming from a
I
married
had
woman.
friends come
because
over with little skirts.
that
and, like,
part.
had this. I had one.
I don't like
My
that.
husband cooked- my another friend of mine, because he cooks.
I
Whenever
had
he
a
come-
friend, girl. I went and left. I tried to be
That's
that
not
confident person, and I left him on the porch and went in there to fix my hair and came back. She was at my car though, like talking on the phone, but I left her sitting on the porch and him sitting there. I knew you wanted to get up and stand over there so he could see your body and stand see his ass. And I peeked that, and he peeked it too because he made a slick comment. Excuse me. He was like, I don't like women that try to hang with girls they think they look better than. And he called on her shit because you have to be mindful of women that'll hang with you because they think they can get what you got. You know what I'm saying? And I watch a person body language. A real woman gonna keep it cute and classy when they move. If you gotta get up, you gotta get up. I ain't saying be around a bitch like a soldier because they think you want your man to see them. But you're gonna notice a woman when they want your man to lust after them or just trying to get his attention. You'll see it. You remember I was talking like that about one day. You said I never really experienced that. I was like, because you probably never would really
Probably
been
never paid
around
it
women,
attention.
hood women too. Because you know y'all was raised around different breed of type of chicks. But when you hanging in hood, I noticed women come knock on your door, walk by and stuff because they wanted your man. They wanted men to see. They sleeping with neighbors. I never knew
That's
that
everywhere.
That happened.
I know for
until I lived
strangers
in
to do
the-
it. Like I've been out to eat and like girls that were
But
from
that's
another
when you
party,
deal
they
with
walking
spiritual
around the table and
warfare,
stuff.
and you got to know your company.
But
You keep.
family and close friends, I've never experienced. Cause what are you doing?
Because that lets you know
it depends on
sometimes
type of relationship.
some people aren't as close a friend as you think.
Right.
Yeah, I've dealt with that because I deal with a lot of people. My sister always tell me, you need to know who to bring in your house and who leave on the porch.
Tighten up that circle.
So, you see, I ain't got it, zero.
Like solo dolo. Ain't nothing wrong with
Number
it.
family that come around. You feel me?
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't no niggas around that. I feel like my next man, I got to be able to be comfortable the way we could send each other. You know, we got certain husbands in our family. They could say, go send that over there, go do that, or get them up, pick them up a ride because they don't question nothing about us or them. That's the comfort I want to bring in my relationship. And I had that in my previous relationship. He wasn't like that.
But that's something you bring to a relationship.
Yeah, that part. But you get with certain people and you get to the point you got to question that. I feel like that's when you.
And that ain't the
lose
right
yourself.
person.
Yeah, that wasn't something I was concerned with my previous relationship, but it's something in my dating world that I'm experiencing with who I be with the right, hanging with the right friends as I'm looking for the right man to find me. Because if you hang with a pack of hoes, not saying the bitches that I be hanging with is hoes, but I had hanging with a hoe or two. you know. And you get around them and you wonder why your approach to your relationship life is going differently is because the company you keep in, and then you keep that company, they might be good for a season, but if you enter a season and you want to be somebody's wife or somebody take a season, you have to walk and prepare yourself for that next season you're walking into and move away from certain things so you can look like, you know.
So you believe that if you're married or in a relationship, you should only hang with people that are married or in relationships?
No, I think you should be hanging with people that value the same standards and loyalty as you, because whether they're single or not, you should be able to trust them. You know what I'm saying? That's
I was just curious.
Yeah, no, I don't think so, because I hang with all married women. And so,
most of my
and me and
friends
Keita
not
like the
married.
only single packs, and then just for some reason I gravitate towards older people. So when I get around them, the two people that I can think about, they married. And so it made me feel like, damn, I ain't married yet, but it is what it is.
Because most of my friends are single. They're either they're single or divorced.
And I'm not a question. I mean, it's family anyway.
So
I don't have no friends. What the
I
fuck?
like
I'm
it
trying to
well.
figure out who's the friends.
big
It's
shit. I
family.
found that I don't hang with married people. It don't always like couples. Like we used to try to do that. My husband used to call. I used to send them on play dates and like, oh, we gotta hit with with my friend, boyfriend,
It becomes
husband. He
competitive,
like,
right?
No, he just be like, man, stop sending me on play dates. I don't hang with these. Like, I want to be home. Like, I don't want to. Don't make me go because you gotta hang with her friend.
It gotta be y'all genuine friend that both of y'all grew up with.
Yeah, so sometimes it just don't always work. And then I find hanging with married people, I find like married people, they slide like
They do
they
their
slide
thing
more
too.
than everybody. I
Girl.
They slide more than single people. I be
Being
like,
single, I see more of the relationship people sliding harder than I.
swear for God.
So
They
it's
do.
like you
They
gotta
make us look
know.
bad. They
You
do.
gotta know when your spouse. You know when how you like you saying trust. Because being on the single side, it kind of make you want to never trust or look to be in it. But I'm like, nah.
That's
when
their
God bless,
relationship.
that's theirs. When God bless what's yours, it's gonna be for you. Because like it's just what it is. And with that being said, we gonna go ahead and wrap up the show for the day. And we was just keeping it real, you know, for the ladies holding it down here on No Cap Miami. Y'all already know how y'all do. And we thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and like, subscribe to us on YouTube. And tune in. This almost our finale. Next week will be our season finale.
Yes.
And we'll be wrapping up season 1 of No Cap Miami. And we gonna wrap it up. Call it a night. I'm trying to think of what I want to say next, but
We want to thank Sheila for coming on.
Yeah.
Joining us.
lovely Sheila.
The conversation was great. Your products
Yeah.
are amazing. I'm definitely
Thank
going to go
you,
buy the
thank
pills.
you.
I don't
Yes.
care what y'all say. Them appetite suppressants.
You say, let's split a pack.
I'm sorry. I'm not splitting no pack.
I'm gonna get my whole
right.
pack.
90
I'm going out there
capsules that
tomorrow.
she
I
said.
need to get mine because I saw it and I was like, I want to buy, but I really don't know what was for what. And I was like, okay, dang, she gonna be on the show tonight, so she gotta tell me. So when I go out there to get my lipo from Candy, because she's doing lipo,
Okay,
I'ma
the
get
ending
my-
of the show said,
I'm gonna get my little pills. Trying to get fine, y'all. I'm trying to get like Nikki body. Got me messed up, Nikki.
Okay, goals.
Talking about she finna go disappear some pounds.
Huh.
just hold it in so y'all really know.
Have my stuff all the way together. Y'all gonna be getting mad. Y'all gonna be seeing my little coochie print all the time.
Look right, they gonna be mad, right?
They
They gonna be like, Lisa was talking about them. Now she
really, it
doing
wasn't
it.
so bad. Actually, it's not that bad. It's accident. It just comes out.
Keita, you don't, Nikki, you don't do that, right? If I catch you doing that, I'm gonna put an arrow and repost your picture and say, take this down. Like a blinking
Y'all
arrow.
used to call it Spanish pop pants.
Yeah, the Spanish pop pants and can't stand them. Cause like the Spanish people are comfortable with doing it, like
They
with
like for
their
their
heels.
print to show it's just their
And their stomach be as big as they print. You cannot.
Okay.
We wrapping us No Cap Miami. Y'all rocking with your girl Liddy Lisa. And we got Sheila and Nikki in the building. And we thank y'all for tuning in. It's a wrap. Go ahead and drop the beat, Keita. Hold up.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Hey.
Y'all thought I was finished when I would ask the